these people that are coming across to our country illegally, they are not just coming across on their own. They have paid up to be there. That border is controlled by criminal organizations in the cartel. You are not just deciding one day that you're going to go ahead and come across the river or you're going to walk across the desert in Arizona. You've paid somebody thousands of dollars, and you are enriching the very organizations that are destroying the nations that you're fleeing from. So it's a cycle. So Democrats, by allowing all of this to continue happening, they're putting money in the pockets of the organizations that are destroying other nations. Why is it so hard for liberals to understand that?
Because they don't want to understand it. If I try to tell you your bad qualities, you're not going to want to accept it. They don't want to know what their bad qualities are. They don't want to know that their indifference and they're turning a blind eye to this is actually complicit in building up the cartels and allowing them to conduct their business, which is human trafficking and drug trafficking. They don't want to accept the fact that they share the responsibility and the culpability of those women who are raped, 8 of 10 women coming across the border that are raped, the children that are being used as pawns and separated from families on the Mexico side of the border and also being raped, the men that are being extorted and forced to carry drugs. And then let's talk about the drugs that are killing American civilian lives every day, poisoning them. Last year, over 100,000 American civilians died. Let me put that into perspective for you. If you were to drop a bomb onto, let's say, Phoenix, Arizona, and the cartel dropped a bomb and killed 100,000 people, what would we do as Americans? We'd run roughshod over them. We went to war for 20 years for what happened at 9/11, and not to minimize it or take away from any loss of life, but there was less than 4,000 Americans that died that day. We are losing 100,000 plus Americans every year right here in our own country that are being poisoned with fentanyl and other drugs that they've brought into this country.
I want to bring up a point that you mentioned as well, because I spent a lot of time in Arizona with Arizona Border Patrol, and they took me to an area in Arivaca that they call the rape tree. And they said, listen, this tree that is out in the middle of the desert, there's not much around it. It's one tree. And we drove by it, and there were bras and underwear hanging all over this tree. And the Border Patrol agents told me this is a known place. This is called the rape tree, and the smugglers will bring these families, these women here, these unaccompanied minors, and if they don't give them extra money, then they are raped, their children are raped, what have you. This is a known practice. They are being sexually assaulted. They know that this is likely going to happen, yet they still come.